A very good afternoon, everyone. It is my great honor and privilege to welcome you all to this enlightening Panchkarma seminar, where we come together to explore the depth of Ayurveda healing wisdom. Today, I have a distinct pleasure of introducing a highly respected figure in the field of Ayurveda, particularly in the field of Panchkarma. And she is very personal to me because she is like an enlightening rod to me in the journey of learning the classical Panchkarma practice. She is none other than Dr. Ashla Patil ma'am. As her introduction, she has done her MD Panchkarma from Government Ayurveda College, Trivandrum, and PhD in Panchkarma from Gujarat Ayurveda University, Itra, Jamnagar. She is involved in teaching since 2012. She was also associated working in CCRS for almost 4 years before joining the BHU. At present, she is the head and the associate professor at the Department of Panchkarma in IMS BHU. She was also deputed as Panchkarma expert to a La Pradera International Center, Havana, Cuba, by the Ministry of Ayush. She had received one patent in her name and published more than 20 such articles and 4 books in her credits. And her dedication to reviving the classical Panchkarma therapies with the integration of the modern scientific understanding have a significant impact in the field. And she is very, very much interested in teaching and dedicated her life to care through the Panchkarma to her patient, because I saw this very personally about the ma'am, that even after so many years, she's very, very much dedicated to her patient. She always come before us sometimes in the OPD and the IPD, and always encourages us to read different things and to try different things. And and whenever she doesn't have because of any urgency, she unable to come in the OPD and IPD, she always take the telephonic communication about the patient. So she so much care about her patient, and she got mentor like late L. Mahadevan sir and Dr. C.P. Shukla, from whom she learned clinical practice of Ayurveda. And she is on journey of guiding countless students and practitioners on the path of authentic Ayurveda healing. So please join me with the full enthusiasm to this journey of evidence-based Panchkarma. Thank you all. Hand over to you, ma'am, because we are very, very encouraged to hear you all.
Thank you, Rishanki, for introducing me. When the introduction comes from your student, it's really a pleasure. Other than experts, you know me personally. You have experienced the Vaidya in me, like what my gurus had made and what they have given to me. And I don't know how much I can give to all of you, but the first thing came in my mind, like, why not to give the authentic Panchakarma practices to the students and practitioners? That was the idea behind, students were very eager, or daily they were telling me, you should take class, ma'am, you should take class for the practitioners or the students. Then I thought, okay. So first, thank you all the technical support students like Mr. Pavan, Mr. Mahimji, Dr. Ishanki, for making this online lecture possible for me. And thank you all for joining this. So without much wasting time, what first I thought is most important in the Panchakarma practice is understanding the Rukshana. There is a clinical understanding of Rukshana. That is the most important prerequisite for Panchakarma. So the highlights of today's presentation will be importance of Rukshana prior to Panchakarma, relevance of Rukshana in Panchakarma, what are the clinical applications of Rukshana, Upakrama, and principles of Rukshana in different diseases like Kushta, Prameha, Jwara, etc. So the most frequent questions from the students are, what is Langhana? What is Rukshana? What are the drugs used for Rukshana? When to stop Rukshana, and which procedures may help in Rukshana of Panchakarma procedures? When to plan Panchakarma in specific diseases, and can Panchakarma be planned without Rukshana? These are the questions which will be answered in this lecture. So first is, what is Rukshana? That is, when we go to the classics, it is the Roksham Karatvam Vaishadyam Yat Puryat Tadhi Rukshanam. This is the definition of Rukshana, which creates Rukshatva Kharatva and Vaishadya in the body is called the Rukshana. And how to do it, like Charaka says, Patutikta Kashayanam Sevanam Strishu Asayamaha Khali Pinyaka Takranam Madhva Dinam Charuksham. So this is what they have given the drugs and therapies or drugs and liquids for the Rukshana. Like that's why what in my practice I divide this Rukshana into or this Pachana into Katu Pachana and Tikta Pachana. That we'll discuss later. So Katu, Tikta, Kashaya. These are the three rasas which is causing the Rukshana effect in the body, which causes Rukshana effect in the body. Strishu Asayama, that is sexual act. Khali Pinyak, the Sarshapa and Taila, the dry paste of Sarshapa and Tila is called the Khali and Pinyak, Takra, buttermilk, and Madhuadi. These all are the Ruksha things which causes the Rukshana or which we used as a Rukshana Upakrama. Then what is Langana? Yat kinchite laghavakaram dehe tad Langhanam suktam. The procedure or the treatment or the Upakrama which produces Laghavatva or lightness in the body is called the Langhana. Okay. So there is the difference between Langhana and Rukshana given by the Charaka in Sutrasthana. Like he says, why I'm discussing this, because there is again one reference that this Langhana and Rukshana is the same. So first we will say what is the difference. So difference is the Ruksha Guna Pradhanena is Rukshana and Laghu Guna Pradhanya is Langhana. Then again he says Langhanam Dravena Upavasena Api Kriyate. So Langhana can be done with Dravya or Upavasa also. Like the lightness can be not only with Dravya but Upavasa also can be used for the Langhana. Virukshanam tu Dravya Karyam Pradhanam Uktam. So the Rukshana is mainly with the Dravya, or the Dravya Karya is having Ruksha effect. So that is the difference between the Langhana and Rukshana. Then Chakrapani again comment on that is Sneha Abhava is Rukshana and Gaurav Abhava is Langhana. And the Vagbhata, like Ashtanga Hridaya, what he gave the difference between Pachana and Langhana. He says Pachato agre paktum shaktim adhikam yad utpadayati tad dravyam kriya va pachanam uktam. Means the drug which increases the appetite, digestive fire, that is the kriya, any procedure, that is the pachanam uktam. That Langhanam Mustadiva. Okay, but Langhana is done with the Mustadi. This all comes under the Pachana. Then Sharagni says, Sharpani says, Pachanam Pachayed Doshan Saman Shamanam Evatu. This Pachana does the Dosha Pachana and make them in the Samavastha or Samavastha. That is Pachanam. But Deepanam hi Agni Krutva. The Deepana, there is a difference between Deepana and Pachana. The Deepana is having effect on the Agni. Kadachit Pachayat Nava. That might be not doing the Pachana. That is the difference given by the Sharpani between the Pachana and Deepana. In Panchakarma, the sequence of Panchakarma which is given by the Ashtanga Hridaya is Pachanehi Deepanehi Snehe Tan Svedasya Parishkrutan. Actually, the Panchakarma never starts from the Snehana. The Panchakarma starts from the Pachana Deepana. So the first thing what in Panchakarma is our pre-operative for Panchakarma or prerequisite for Panchakarma is Pachanehi Deepanehi. If this Pachana Deepana is not proper, then Snehapana cannot be proper. And the Panchakarma ultimate Shodhana will not be possible. So that's why the most important thing, which mostly the newcomers or the specialists of Panchakarma or some like those who have studied practice of Panchakarma, they usually forget the Dipana Pachana. They start with the Snehana or they start with the directly Panchakarma. So in commentary, Ashtanga Hridaya commentary, it is said like Pachana is Pakvatvam. What is their Amavastha? That should be get Pakvatvam. That is the Pachana. Because in Amavastha, Shodhana is contraindicated. And what is Dipana? Dipana is Dhatu Pruthakatva. Like at the Dhatu level, the Agni should be increased or the Dhatu should have the more active. There should not be any Ama. That is Dhatu Pruthakatvam. That is Dipana. And Snehana for the Utkleshana and Svedana for the Koshtagatatvam. Koshtagatatvam. This is what we do in Panchakarma. If the Pachana is not done properly, then there will not be proper Shodhana. If Dipana is not proper, then there will not be proper Shodhana. If Snehana, anything among these four para or among these four points or among these four treatments or upakramas is wrong, then there will be complications in Panchakarma. Mostly people don't focus on this pre-operative or prerequisite and then ask after. Many times I get a call like on the day of Vamana or on the day of Virechana, on the second day of Virechana, that ma'am, this complication happens. Then when I ask them like how you start the Pachana Dipana, they will say, no ma'am, everything was fine. Patient got appetite properly and we started Snehana, but today he got the complication. But I think there is if there is anything missing in these 4 points, then that will lead to the complication in Panchakarma. So the Panchakarma physician should be very careful about this Pachanehi, Dipanehi, Snehe, Tan, Svedesha Parishkritan. And again they have written, Shodhayet Shodhanehi Kale, Yatha Sannam Yatha Balam. So Yatha Sannam and Yatha Bala is most important for the Panchakarma. Today we will be discussing only this Pachanehi, Dipanehi. Till that only we will discussing Snehana. We will discuss in next lecture. So what is Dipana? According to the Sharandhara, Dipana Dravya Lakshanam, Pachetna Amam, Vanikrucha Dipana. Means the Dravya which may not be doing the Amapachana, but it will increase the Agni. That is Dipana. And Pachana, like Pacheti Amam, Na Vannimcha Kurya Taddi Pachana. Means it will do the Pachana of Ama. It may not increase, may or may not increase the Agni. That is the Pachana. You know, many times we get the different patients. Like sometimes patient will say, ma'am, I don't have the appetite. I don't feel, when I sit on the dining table, I feel not to eat anything. Like he feels like there is no appetite. Okay, and he doesn't feel to eat for 2 days. The patient always say, if you keep me 2 days without food, I will be happy. So there we need the Dipana text. Or sometimes patient feel like if I eat, I will feeling the lightness, like heaviness in the body, but my mind is not, मन ही नहीं है खाने का. That is there the patient needs the Dipana. मुझे भूख ही नहीं लगती है, मैं 2 दिन भूखा रख दो तो मैं आराम से रह लूंगा. There we need the Dipana text. And where we need the Pachana? भूख लगती है बट पचता नहीं है. मैं खा लूं तो पेट भारी होता है, गैस बनता है, दूसरे दिन कॉन्स्टिपेशन रहता है, सर एकदम चक्कर आते हैं. So what he says again is there we need the Pachana. The indication, though this Dipana Pachana is given in one heading, or many drugs do the Pachana with Dipana also. There is no different drugs for Dipana and Pachana, or very minor drugs are there for Dipana. But still, with the complaints of the patient, we have to understand where we need to do Dipana and where we need to do the Pachana. The indications of Pachana is given in text. It is given Vammi, like Vamana, Atisara, Rudroga, Visuchi, Alasaka, Jwara, Vibandha Gaurava, Udgara, Vullasa, Arochak, Adi, in all the diseases, Vishak Pragyaha should do Pachana first. This is the classical indication of Pachana. And what Sushruta says, Acharya Sushruta says, where you need to do the Pachana? Anavasthita doshan, Agni. Whenever there is dosha is anavasthit or there is leena dosha, whenever there is Agni is not there in Amashaya, there Langhanam dosha pachanam. The Langhana should be done with the dosha pachana. The Langhana is actually upakrama. Dosha pachana is what? The treatment. Like ultimate effect will be the Langhana, and what we will be doing is the dosha pachana or rukshana. So the diseases like in Jwara, there is like Koshtam Amashya, like Kosthasrita Agni will go to the Shakas. Okay, that's why there is Anavasthit Agni. This is a condition in Jwara. In Apasmara, the doshas will be in Leena Avastha. That is Anavasthita dosha. In Grahani also. So that's why the Sushruta very promptly he says, in such condition, we need to do the dosha pachana. And in Ashtanga like, is a very practical. He gave the consideration of Mahabhuta in Panchakarma. Like, for Langhana, there should be Agneya, Vayava and Akash Mahabhuta Dravyas or the molecules for the Langhana. And the most beautiful thing by Ashtanga is he told Sansneha Shodhaya Devam, means Sneho Chitasya, for those who are planned for the Snehana or for the Shodhana, for them prior to the Panchakarma, prior to the Snehana, this context, like this shloka, Mamsala Medura Bhurishleshmanaha Vishamagnayasya Sneho Shitasya Ye Snehan Tan Purvam Rukshet Tatha. This shloka is written in the Snehadhyaya of the Ashtanga Hridaya. Like those who are Mamsala, having more Mamsa or the any pathologies of Mamsa, Ayoga, Yoga, whatever like pathology with the Mamsa Dhatu, that is Mamsala, or those who are fat, Medura, those who are having more, or pathology of Meda, Bhurishleshmanaha, those who are having more Kapha, Vishamagnayasya. Like when we see the Agni, it is written like whenever there is, if there is Mandagni or Tikshnagni, in the long term of the disease, the Agni will become the Vishama, or you can interpret it as the Vishamagni. Okay, or the chronic diseases where there is Agni is Vishama. Sneho Chitasya, like for whom we are planning the Snehana, or those who are eligible for Sneha. Ye Sneha Tan Purvam Rukshet. In all such these cases, we have to do the Rukshana. Okay, this is the actually reference for Udvartana, Churnapinda Sweda, prior to the Snehapana. In all the neurological conditions, psychological conditions, autoimmune, that we will see. Sansneha Shodhaya Devam Sneha Vyapanna Jayate. If we do the Rukshana, in such cases, the Shodhana will be the proper and there will not be any Sneha Vyapada. Routinely, when patient comes to the OPD of Panchakarma, they say, I want to do this Panchakarma. Like they don't know what is Panchakarma. And the toughest part is convincing them for the Deepana Pachana. In my OPD, patient comes and say, ma'am, I want to undergo this Basti. I want to do this. Now it started in Uttar Pradesh also. Ma'am, I want to do Virechana. Usually I say, it is very tough to convince, like before, even though for Janu Basti, Katti Basti also, the Deepana Pachana or the Rukshana is needed, even though for internal Basti also, Deepana Pachana is needed because we don't know when there is Anavasthita Doshatva or Agni is not there. So I say, okay, you take medicine for 15 days or 7 days, then we will do plan for Panchakarma. They feel like why this doctor is not doing the Panchakarma in the first day. Because many doctors, they have the practice like on the first day they will start the Basti or sometimes they will advise the Katibasti, Jano Pishu. But routinely, I never advise. So it is really for me also. Nowadays, of course, the patients are listening and they know like when this doctor will say that time only we do the Panchakarma. But it is for a newcomer, it is very difficult to convince the patient for Dipana Pachana. They don't know that this much time is needed. So usually I tell them like, if we want to do the servicing of the car vehicle, we need some time to prepare. और if you want to तवे पे अगर रोटी सेकनी है तो तवा गरम करना पड़ेगा ना, तभी तो जाके उस पे रोटी डाल पाएंगे, तभी वो सेकेगी अच्छे से. तो तवा गरम करने के लिए हम दीपन पाचन कहते हैं. So this is what like you can give the simile and convince the patient. I don't know how this online Panchakarma or packages Panchakarma can do this Rukshana. Usually I never do. And Kerali Upakarmas or Panchakarmas, they for that also there is no such like in last lecture we had a very good expert from Kerala, like Professor Subin sir, and he detailed in his lecture like there is no such Kerala Panchakarma. And what are the Kerala Chikisa Krama or Upakramas are there? They do follow the basic principles of Panchakarma or basic principles of Ayurveda like Dipanam Pachanam, that usually they will do the Rukshana also. So this is what before starting Panchakarma we have to see Dusham, which doshas and dushas are involved in that pathology on that patient. Kasmin deshe jataha, like the patient is from which place, because this everything changes. Like if the patient is from Punjab, we need some Dipana Pachana different tests. If patient is from the Kerala, we need the different tests for the Dipana Pachana. The bala of the patient will be different from the Rajasthan or from the northeast part of India. So Kalam, the Kala is also most important part in Panchakarma. Like mostly if you are doing the Rukshana in summer season, that may take less time. If you are doing Rukshana in Sharad, that also may take less time. But if you are doing Rukshana in Hemanta or Shishir, that may take longer time. Okay, or in Vasanta, that may take longer time. So Kala consideration is also very important in Rukshana. Analam, that is Agni. Like according to Agni, whether it is a Vishamagni, Tikshnagni, Mandagni, the drugs will change, the duration will change. Prakriti, of course, without Prakriti, we cannot start the Panchakarma without considering the Prakriti of the person. We cannot start because all drugs, all procedures changes with the Prakriti. Vaya is also most important. Sattva of the patient, like when to give the Lekhana Basti and when to give the Niruha Basti. If the Sattva is less, you cannot plan the strong Lekhana Basti. And if the Sattva is better, you can go for the strong Shodhana Basti. Satmya, what is Satmya for the patient? Sometimes patient is not having in like Satmya for the Gomutra, or sometimes patient cannot take the ghee. Sometimes patient is having some allergy to the Taila. So that Satmya we have to consider. Aharam, what ahar patient take. Avasthasya pruthakvita. This avastha, that's why I make the red circle around the avastha. That avastha is most important in the Rukshana or in Panchakarma. The Sukshma Samikshesham Dosha Aushadhin Rupene. So this is what the most important part prior to the Panchakarma. So duration of Rukshana is always vary. The disease according to the disease. Some diseases like Kushtha, obesity, there may need more Rukshana. Or in disease like neuromuscular disorders, we need the more duration for the Rukshana. If the Prakriti is Kapha Pradhana Prakriti, we need longer duration for Rukshana. In Vata Prakriti, sometimes we need less, sometimes we need more. Like what is the Anubandha with Vata? That we have to consider. In Pitta Prakriti, we need less time for Rukshana. Okay, like Vata Pitta Pradhanta, we need less duration of time for the Rukshana. In Kala, already we discussed, Trisha also we discussed, Agni, of course, Dosha, Balavaya. This is all the variables for the Rukshana, which a Panchakarma physician should understand. And very keenly we have to observe this, like what are the Rukshana or Langana Lakshanas. What is the importance of Rukshana prior to Panchakarma is without proper Rukshana, we are not going to get the proper Panchakarma. There are two types of Rukshana or Pachana, like the Katu Pachana and Tikta Pachana. That's what I usually practice. Like whenever patient comes to me, the dosha pradhanta we will assess, or according to the disease, we shift into the Katu Pachana or Tikta Pachana. Mostly the Kapha Pradhan disease or Kapha Pradhan patient or Kapha Pradhan Kala, we go for the Katu Pachana. And the Pitta involvement is there, if the Rakta involvement is there, if the liver disorders are there, if some gastrointestinal disorders are there with Pittanubandha or Raktanubandha, if some blood pathologies are there, we'll go for the Tikta Pachana. In the summer season, we'll go for the Tikta Pachana. The medicines versus procedures in we change the procedures also in Purva Karma with the Rukshana. Like Udvartana, Pindasveda, Parishekha, Rukshabasi, that can be practiced during the Rukshana therapy or during the Lakshana prior to the Snehapana. Okay, these do's and don'ts of Panchakarma is very difficult to practice. Like we take the time for the Rukshana or Langana to see the compliance of the patient. In the first 15 days, we ask them to follow the do's and don'ts of Panchakarma, like Ushnadopopchari, Sad, Brahmachari, Kshapashay, Nave Grodagayam, Krodha, Shoka, Bhayatapan, Pravatayana, Ayana, Adva Bhashat, Tasana Sastitihi, Nichat, Chukdhana, Swapna Dhuma Rajansicha, Yani Ahani Pibetani. Those who wants to be healthy or who wants to undergo Panchakarma, Yani Ahani Pibetani, or those who are undergoing Snehapana, Tavanta Anyanya Pittajit. Those who wants to be healthy also, they should have to follow these do's and don'ts of Panchakarma. So in the first 15 days only, we will get the compliance and we will understand whether this patient is able to undergo Panchakarma or whether he is going to follow the do's and don'ts or not. That we will understand in this Rukshana therapy. So these are the medicines which is available. Mostly these are available in the clinic, in institute practice. Of course, in private practice or in the other bigger institute or international institutes, there may be a wider range of the drugs will be available. But these are the drugs which is usually available in the market or in the institute level, which we use for the Deepana Pachana or Rukshana, like Trikatu Churna, Hingvashtak Churna, Shadharanam, Vaishwanar Churna, Shivakshar Pachan Churna, Musta Churna, Guruchu Haritiki Shruti, Lavan Bhaskar Churna, Ashwagandha Churna. These are the churnas which is usually available. But mostly I have seen the practices like in many paper which comes to me for the review, I have seen like Dipana Pachana done with Trikatu Churna, Dipana Pachana done with the Chitrakadivati for 3 days, for 5 days. I always feel very like, what to say, like they don't understand the basic principles of Panchakarma. And that was actually the instinct for me to take a class on the Rukshana. Like how we can go for the same drug, Trikatu Churna, 4 gram or 3 gram twice a day for 3 days for Dipana Pachana and start the Snehapana on the 4th day. How we assess the Agni, how we assess the proper Langana Lakshanas, don't know. Because I never get such a patient who are getting the proper Langana Lakshanas in the 3 days of the Chitrakadivati 2 times PD or Trikatu Churna 3 grams PD. No, I never get it. And if I never start this Snehapana, I assess the Rukshana Lakshana, then only we can start. So these are it is not compulsion. Like always you have to give the Lavan Bhaskar Churna or Trikatu Churna or Vaishwanar Churna. These all are the range of medicines which we have in Ayurveda. Of course, there are many more drugs according to the area also, according to the state also. This will change, which is available in your place that can be used. Only the principle is here we can divide it into the Katupachana and Tiktapachana. So Trikatu, Lavan Bhaskar, Hingwashtak is the Katupachana. And Tiktapachana is Shardharan Churna, Vaishwana Churna, Musta Churna, Guruchi Hartiki Shunti. These all are the Tiktapachana. And if there is Vata is involved or Pitta is involved in the pathology, we can go for the Shardharam Churna. In Vata Shonita, we usually give the Shardharam Churna or Vaishwana Churna. Mostly in the autoimmunity, we give the Guruchi Haritaki Shunti for the Pachana. Always, I never give a single medicine. I think Dr. Vishanki might be knowing. Like, always we change the Rukshana or Dipana Pachana drugs according to the disease, according to the prakriti of the patient, according to the season. Sometimes the same patient, when we do the Dipana Pachana in Vasanta, I might be giving the Vaishwana Churna, but when the same patient comes in the Sharada, I will give the Shardharan Churna. So it always changes. Or Amrututtar Kashaya, like these are the churnas which is available. Or Musta Churna can be given in the Mamsagata diseases or Mamsagata Vyadhis. Okay, Ashwagandha Churna can be given in the Rukshana or Langhana Pachana only for the osteoarthritis patient or some neurological patients or some psychological patients. Like, and in tablets or in Vati, we have the Sudarshana Ghanavati, Hingvadi Vati, Trifala Vati, Gugulu Tiktakam Kashaya tablet, Kubirakshadi Vati, Arshobni Vati, Agnitundi Vati, Chitrakadi Vati, Amrututtar Kashaya tablet. So you can see, like, if the patient is of Dwara comes to me and I am planning for the Panchakarma, that is, of course, that patient will be in Nirama Avastha only. But still, he might be having the chronic, like typhoid patient or chikungunya patient or the intermittent fever patient or autoimmune disorder like ankylosing spondylosis patient. There, I will give the Sudarshan Ghanavati as a Pachana drug. Okay. Hingvadivati, where there is Ajirna, whenever there is Agni Mandya, if the patient is having like ascites, or if the patient is having some disease which is related with Vata Kapha, Udavarta, in that cases, or piles or fistula, in that cases we will give the Hingvadivati. If the patient is of having obesity, we will give the Trifalavati. If the patient is having constipation, if the patient, like, of course, we are planning for Panchakarma only, Sihapana only. But if the patient is having Vibandha with that Agnimandya, so we give the Hingvadivati and Trifalavati. Gugulu Tiktakam Kashayam. If there is a patient is of skin disease, but he is having the Kapha predominance, there we give the Gugulu Tiktakam Kashayam for the in the Dipana Pachana. Sometimes Patoladi Kashaya also, Patoladi Kashaya tablet also we give, or Panchanimba tablet also we give in such cases where the Pitta Anubandha is there in the skin disease for the Dipana Pachana. Kuberaksha Divati. Whenever there is PCOD, PCOS, irregular menstruation, there we give the Kuberaksha Divati for the Dipana Pachana. Or Shognivati, whenever there is like gastrointestinal disorders, whatever it may be. It may be IBS, it may be Crohn's disease, it may be fissure, fistula, piles, it may be Agnimandya. Like, where to give Hingvadi, where to give Arshogni. That is our speciality. Like, Arshogni will have the effect only on the Agni, but Hingvadi will have effect on the Agni and Vayu also. So we have to choose very wisely, like which medicine should be given for the Dipana Pachana. Chitrakadivati. This is the what that's why actually I wrote it at the last, but Amrututtaram I remember again, then that's why I added. So Amrututtar Kashaya tablet in the all autoimmune diseases like ankylosing spondylosis, rheumatoid arthritis, rheumatic fever, Amavastha of Sandhigata Vata, Agnimandya due to Pitta Pradhanta. In all the cases, Amrututtar Kashaya tablet can be given as a Rukshana or Dipana Pachana. Chitrakadivati, whenever there is Vipanda with Agnimandya having Kapha Pradhanta or Ullasa, nausea, there we can use as a Chitrakadivati for Dipanapachana. Like usually these are the diseases we get in the Panchakarma OPD, like skin diseases, different skin diseases. Sometimes it might be eczema, sometimes it might be pemphigus vulgaris, sometimes bullous pemphigus, sometimes psoriasis, sometimes it's a dermatitis, sometimes alopecia, some like there are the different diseases of the skin. So in all cases, can we give the same Gugulutittakam Kashayam? No, it is not going to work because your Panchakarma starts in the Rukshana with the Dipanapachana. So we should have the proper choice of or the selection of the drugs in the Dipanapachana. Because the when we see the Samyak Lakshana, why I am telling all this thing, because in Samyak Lakshana of Rukshana, Vyadhi Mardavam is the thing. So it is not like why we have to give the specific drug, we can give the Chitrakadi to all. No, if you are doing the Panchakarma, you are planning the Panchakarma and you are doing Dipanapachana, you have to be very specific while selecting the drugs. So in skin disease, there are many drugs, like where variety of drugs are there for the skin diseases. So you have to choose wisely according to the dosha, according to the dosha involved, according to the prakriti, according to the season. Usually we get the degenerative diseases. Of course, the OA, grade 1, grade 2, grade 3, ankylosing, what is that? AVN, avascular necrosis of the head of the femur. Like the OA, osteoarthritis in male, osteoarthritis in female, or postmenopausal osteoarthritis, or the osteoarthritis due to the injury, osteoarthritis due to the hysterectomy, osteoarthritis due to the Sutika Apachara, osteoarthritis due to the Panchakarma Apachara, osteoarthritis due to the sports person not doing the routine exercise. The treatment of the same degenerative diseases will differ according to the cause of the disease. That we have to keep in the mind. The not same drug, not the same Ashwagandha Churna we can use for Dipanapachana. No. Sometimes we have to use the Ashwagandha in such cases. Sometimes we can use the Amrutottar Kashaya for Dipanapachana. Of course, the Snehapana again will differ. In all such cases, I never give the plain Ghri or Murchita Ghrita for all. If it is an autoimmune disease, there are the more, I think 42 or 46 autoimmune diseases which we get in our OPDs. Like rheumatoid arthritis, psoriasis, ankylosing spondylosis, what is the Sjogren syndrome. There are many diseases that according to the disease, not the modern disease. I never diagnose I never do the Panchakarma on the basis of modern diagnosis. Of course, we have to understand the Sjogren syndrome, which Pitta Pradhanta is there, which Rakta Pradhanta is there, or which is the most, how Vata in that case. Then only we have to choose the Rukshana drugs. Many psychological disorders, of course, this which are like acute psychosis, schizophrenia, depression, anxiety, GAD. In all the drugs, all the diseases, the Pachana drugs are the different. We cannot make the Kashaya to all the psychological diseases in Dipanapachana. Because once you start, the patient comes to you on the 0 day and you give the Pachana, Dipanapachana for preparing Panchakarma, that 15 days will tell you the effect, or the patient built his belief on you. So it is most important, choose the proper drugs for the Dipanapachana. So in psychological cases, sometimes we give Jatamasadi Kashayam, sometimes Medhe Kashayam with Triphala. There if you give the Chitrakadi, it may cause. Of course, in depression, you have to give the Chitrakadi, but in anxiety, you cannot give the Chitrakadi. There you have to go for the Sudarshana. In gastrointestinal disorders, there are different gastrointestinal diseases. It is whether it is the liver disease, whether it is the pancreatic disease, whether it is the gastritis, where it is the ulcerative colitis, whether it is the IBS. In all the diseases, the drug of the Dipanapachana will differ. Pachanamrut Kashaya can be given in pancreatitis. If it is the hepatitis, you have to give the Bhumiamalaki or Gallium 52, either a drop or the tablet. So that changes. If there is a splenomegaly, you have to give the Rohitakarishta for Dipanapachana. So the drug and the disease, you should know which is the pradhana drug for that disease. That can be used for the Dipanapachana. In non-communicable disease like like diabetes, hypertension, obesity, metabolic syndrome, in all the cases, the drug of the choice will differ according to the disease. In neurological diseases, Dhanadhanenadi Kashaya can be used for the Dipanapachana. In hematological cases, Sarivadhyarishta or Sarivadhyasav or the Manjishtadi Kashaya or Manjishtadi tablet or Triphala tablet, according to the Dosha Dusha Samurchana, we have to choose the Dipanapachana. So these are the routine cases we get in Panchakarma OPD. Arishtas are there. There is a number of arishtas. It is not only for the Shamana. We can use it for the Pachana also. Amruta Arishta. Amruta Arishta, if the patient is having like dengue fever, typhoid fever, or chronic Vishamajvara, or the fever due to rheumatoid arthritis, the fever due to autoimmune diseases. There we can use Amrutarishta as a Pachana drug. Tanakasava, if the patient is having Shwasa, patient is having respiratory disorders, and Pitta is not involved in that, then we can go for the Tanakasava. If the Pitta and Vata is also there, we can add the Dashmularishta as a Rukshana drugs. Kumaryaso for the lower abdomen or dysmenorrhea patients or obesity patient with Vibandha. Fibroid patient with Vibandha. There we can give the Kumaryaso for the Dipanapachana, Pipalyaso, Arishatisar Grahani. In all the cases, Pipalyaso can be used as a Rukshana. Of course, in summer season, we cannot give the Pipalyaso, or if there is Vidagda Pitta is there, we should not give the Pipalyasava. That we have to learn. In such cases, we can give the Drakshasava. If there is Raktanubandha is there, if the skin involvement is there, we can go for the Draksharishta. If there is Agni is Manda, we can go for the Drakshasava as a Deepan also. Patrangasav for all Garbhashayagat Rogas, we can go for the Patrangasav can be used. Jirakadhyarishta, like Amashayagat, Amashayagat Vata, in all that cases, we can go for the Jirakadhyarishta. So these all are the drugs or arishtas we used in the Rukshana. The Kwatha in Rukshana. There are like, sometimes we get the Vata Pradhan Vikaras, Pitta Pradhan Vikaras, or Kapha Pradhan Vikaras, different. Like Rasna Sapta Kashaya, Dashmul Kashaya, Gandharvastadi Kashaya, Arabudadi Kashaya. These all are the drugs which are Falatrikadi Kashaya is available in our OPD. So that can be used for the Rukshana or Dipanapachana. In some Vata Vikara or in Vata associated diseases, we can go for the Rasna Sapta, Dashmula Kashaya. In osteoarthritis, in rheumatoid arthritis, in some like patients say joint pathologies, there we can use the Rasna Saptak Dashamula for the Dipanapachana. Already we have seen the Dipanapachana is not only the Agni or Amapachana, it do the Dhatu Pruthakatvam, it does the Amapachana. There, these drugs, the drugs in this Kashaya will help, and the Vadhi Shamatva is also there, Vadhi will be also reduced. If there is a Pittanubandha, we can go for the Patoladi Kashaya, Mahapitta Kashaya, Manjishtadi Kashaya, Nimbadi Kashaya can be used. If there is Kapha Vikara, we can go for the Shirishadi Kwatha. If there is Shwasa, ILD, or the chest heaviness is there, or any pathology with the respiratory tract, we can, or in allergy also. Sometimes in whenever there is eosinophils are more, IgG are more, we give the Shirishadi. Even though sometime in Shita Pitta also I give the Shirishadi Kashaya. Or in the Kasa also we give the Shirishadi Kashaya for the Rukshana. Triphala can be used. Triphala is like a beautiful drug for the Rukshana because it does the Vatanulomana, Agni Dipana, and Pitta Shamana also. So Triphala is the beautiful drug for the Ruksha, and its effect is Ruksha also. With Ruksha Guna, it do the Rukshana. Mahamajishtadi Koshaya, Varunadi. Varunadi we mostly use in the obesity cases or the Meda Vikrutis, we use the Varunadi Kashaya. Or in the cervical spondylosis also, we give the Varun Shigru Kashaya. It is available in the BHU. Aragvadadi Kashaya can be used in the diabetic neuropathy, diabetic pathologies. Okay, so these are the Vathas can be used in the Rukshana, and I usually use it. And with this, what I add is the medicated water, like Siddha Jala, with that to enhance the Langhana, to enhance the Rukshana. Like according to the dosha, we give the Musta, Shunthi Jira, or Dhanyaka in the as a medicated water for the Dipana Pachana duration. Dhanyaka, of course, is the mostly for the Pittanugandha, Shunti or Jira for the Vata Kaphanugandha, and Musa is for the Kapha Pradhan, this thing, Kapha and Pittanugandha. So this is what the medicated water can be given in the Rukshana. When or how much day it will take for the Rukshana is depend according to the disease. Like Sthola may take 3 weeks. This is approximately what I have written. Of course, in some time, some patients may get variations also. Because this is not the there is no general or confirmed timeline for the Rukshana. Unless and until you get the proper Langhana Lakshanas, you have to continue the Rukshana. So Sthaulya usually take 3 weeks, Vata Chonita sometime 2 to 3 weeks, Sandhigat Vata 7 to 10 days, in Sharad Rutu it is 4 to 8 days it will take. And Pushta Shofa Prameha, in such cases it take more time for the Rukshana. Some pancreatitis, you have to be very careful as you are giving the Tikta Pachana also. If anything is there which increase the Pitta, that may cause again a acute attack of the pancreatitis. So we have to be very careful in pancreatitis. In cases like intestinal lung diseases, it takes more duration or long duration for the Dipana Pachana. This duration always approximately till getting the Niramavastha Lakshana, we have to continue it. And when to stop Rukshana? It is the most important. This is actually key to understand the Rukshana. What Charaka says, Kruta Atikruta Lingam Yad Langhite Tadhi Rukshite. Though he has given the difference between Rukshana and Langhana in, like I discussed in the previous slides, at last he says the Kruta Atikruta Lakshana of Langhana and Rukshana are the same. What is that? According to Charaka, I have taken the Charaka, Sushrutas and Vagbhata's Lakshana because like the beauty of the text we can discuss here. Like Charaka says the Samyak Langhana Lakshanas are Vatra Mutra Purishana Visarge, like proper evacuation of Vata, Mutra and Purusha. Gatra Laghava, lightness in the feet or in the hands. Gatra Laghave. Hrudaya Udgara Kantha Asya Shuddho, like the cleaning or the freshness of the Hrudaya Udgara. The Udgara should not be like Amlodgara is not there, it should be fresh. So that is Hrudaya Shuddhi, Udgara Shuddhi, Kantha Shuddhi, Asya Shuddhi. These are the Samyak Lakshana, Langhana Lakshanas. Tandra Klame Gati, the Tandra and Klama will be gone. The patient will feel the lightness. Patient will feel the freshness. Swede Jate, there will be the perspiration. If the patient, mostly the obese patient or the patient is having pathology with this Meda, they will say that they won't get the Sweda. So if you do the proper Langana, swede jate. He started the sweating. That is the swede jate. Rucho cheva. The light, the appetite or the like interest in the food. That is proper. He get the ruchi or he feel the appetite. That is rucho cheva. Should pipasa sahodaya. Shudha and pipasa will get proper at proper time. Uttam langhanam adesham. This is the proper lakshan of Langana. Adesham. Nirvethecha antaratma. Why he wrote the Nirvethecha antaratma? Means there should not be any problem with the mind or with the antaratma, manasa. The patient should not feel any vetha in antaratma. Because when you see the Atiyoga Lakshana of Langana, this you will understand or you can correlate the meaning of Nirvethecha Antaratmani there. So keep it here. We will discuss it. And what Sushruta says, Srushta Maruta Venumutra, like Maruta, Vena and Mutra will be properly evacuated. Should and Pipasa, Asaham Laghu, like at proper time, the patient will get the Shuddha and Pipasa, lightness in the body. Prasanna Atmendriya. Prasanna Atmendriya is the Lakshana which is there in the Swastha Lakshana. Samadoshaha, Samagvishya, Samadhatu Malakriya, Prasanna Atmendriya Manaha. So that means if we are doing the proper Langhana, if we are doing the proper Rukshana, the patient should feel that he is getting the health or he is going towards the Swastha Lakshana. Shamam, he is able to bear Naram, Vidya, Sulamita. These are the proper Lakshanas of Langhana. And what but as like usually we learn it from the first year of the Panchakarma PG, Vimalendriyata, like Vimalendriyata. Vimal means there is no mala in the Indriya, that is fresh. Vimalendriyata. All Indriyas. Sargo Malanam, like evacuation of mala will be in the properly. Laghavam Ruchi, patient feel lightness in the body or appetite will be proper or he feel the feeling of appetite or he feel the interest in the eating. Should sahodayaha. At proper time he will get the Shuddha and Krishna. Shuddha Hrudaya Udgara Kantata. That is the same thing like proper Shuddha Hrudaya Udgar and Kantata. Shuddha Kantata will be there. Vyadhi Mardhavam. This is the most important lakshana of Samyak Langhana Lakshanas of Vagbhata. If there is no Vyadhi Mardhava, we are not doing the Samyak Langhana prior to the Panchakarma. There should be Vyadhi Mardhava. That's why like I was discussing all the drugs here. Why we are discussing with these drugs, if you choose the proper disease-specific drug for Rukshana, the patient will feel the Vyadhi Mardhava. That is the most important part of the proper Rukshana. Utsaha Tandra Nashascha. Patient will feel the lightness and Tandra will be gone. Patient comes to the OPD and say, "Ma'am, इस बार जो दवाई दी थी उससे हमें बड़ा हल्का लगा, फ्रेशनेस." एक पेशेंट तो आई थी और she was telling, I think epilepsy patient. We did the Dipanapachana, proper Lakshana, and she was after taking the Eptoin or carbamazepine high dose for the 10 years, she became very obese. And she told, before starting your medicine, I could not walk from the parking to the OPD. It was a very troublesome for me to walk. But now, after this medicine of 15 days, I am feeling it's very easy for me. There is no Tandra. I feel lightness. I am feeling Hrudaya Udgar Shuddhi. I am getting proper appetite. Otherwise, I like for Malotsarga or for the stool, I used to take the bhusi. क्या bhusi लेते हैं patient mostly? White color की bhusi लेते हैं constipation वाले. इसबगोल. या तो शी वाज टेलिंग कि मैं रोज मुझे इसबगोल लेना पड़ता था. वंस आई स्टार्टेड दिस मेडिसिन, I there was no need of that isabgol bhusi. So that means your pachana is working properly. There you have to keep in the mind. Of course, if you have given the Dhanadhan and Adikashayam, with that you can give the Trifala Churna, or with that, if you are giving the Lavan Bhaskara, with that you have to add something which is better for her mind also, like Brahmivati or Medhyavati can be added during the Rukshana treks, okay, to get the Vadhi Margavatva. Okay, these are the Vagbhata's view. Then how to assess this Rukshana? Like if you ask the patient, how are you feeling? Patient will feel. Patient will say, what is we have discussed like classical text. He will say, मुझे बहुत हल्का लग रहा है, मुझे बहुत fresh लग रहा है. तंद्रा नाशस्य. That patient will tell. You have to assess with the questions. How is your appetite? Because जब आपने दीपन पाचन शुरू किया तो उसकी भूख तो बढ़ेगी, बट अगर ज्यादा दीपन पाचन हुआ तो उसकी भूख कम भी हो जाएगी. और मोस्टली पेशेंट क्या बोलेगा कि मैम ये दवाई शुरू करने से पहले मैं 2 रोटी खाता था, अभी मुझे 4 रोटी खानी पड़ रही है और मैं दिन में 3 बार खाना खा रहा हूँ. दैट मीन्स पाचना इज प्रॉपर, दीपना इज देयर, सो यू आर डूइंग द प्रॉपर लंघना. हाउ इज कंसिस्टेंसी ऑफ स्टूल? If it is normal stool, okay, your Rukshana is proper. If it is a constipated, then means your Rukshana is more. So that you have to keep in the mind. So these are the clinical assessment for the Rukshana. Any changes in the disease features like Vadhi Mardotva should be there. मतलब एक constipation या तो अर्श का पेशेंट है, हमने दीपन पाचन स्नेहपान के लिए प्लान करने के लिए दीपन पाचन दिया और वो फिर से कॉन्स्टिपेट हो रहा है. एक स्किन का पेशेंट है, हमने चित्रकादी वटी दे दी और वो बोल रहा है मुझे खुजली बहुत पड़ गई जी मैडम. अग्नि तो बढ़ाया आपने, लंघन तो किया, बट व्याधि मार्दव नहीं हुआ. तो ऐसे में चित्रकादी अगर देंगे स्किन डिसीज में जहां रुक्षता बहुत ज्यादा है, चित्रकादी देंगे तो वो ब्लीड करेगा. सो देयर वी हैव टू बी वेरी केयरफुल कि डिसीज को कंसिडर करना ही पड़ेगा. और डिसीज चेंजेस यू हैव टू असेस विद द लक्षण. अति लंघन लक्षण आए तो नहीं, दैट यू हैव टू असेस. Usually what we assess in the OPD, first day we see the tongue of the patient. On the tongue assessment, we will tell the duration of Dipana Pachana. कितनी कोटेड है, कितना कोटिंग है, स्टिफनेस कितना है, आमावस्था कितनी है, नाड़ी कैसी है. That's what we do in the to assess the आमावस्था और to assess the duration of the Rukshana. सो ये टंग जैसे आप देख रहे होंगे यहाँ लेफ्ट साइड में जो भी है वो सारी सामावस्था है, तो साम टंग है, साम जीवा है, और राइट साइड में जो भी है वो सारी निराम जीवा है. सो ये जीवा से भी पता चल जाता है पेशेंट का प्रॉपर लंघन हुआ कि नहीं, है ना. The tools for the assessment of Rukshana is subjective parameters or symptoms which are given by the Ashtanga Vidya, Sushruta and Charaka. है ना, बड़े ब्यूटीफुली दिया है. दैट्स वी ऑलरेडी डिस्कस. सो दीज आर द सब्जेक्टिव पैरामीटर फॉर द असेसमेंट ऑफ रुक्षना और लंघना. एंड व्हाट आर द ऑब्जेक्टिव पैरामीटर्स वी हैव? यूजुअली टंग, साम जीवा, निराम जीवा, वो पता चल जाती है. देन नाड़ी, नाड़ी से पता चल जाता है कि कितना आवरण है, कितना अनुबंध है कफ का, कितना अनुबंध है पित्त का. अगर आपको वात नाड़ी मिल रही है, वात ऑफ कोर्स वो सारे नाड़ी लक्षण आपको सीखने पड़ेंगे कि नाड़ी का कब नाड़ी परीक्षा करते हैं, कैसे नाड़ी परीक्षा करते हैं, कहाँ नाड़ी लगती है, कौन से इसमें डिसीज में कैसी नाड़ी होती है. नहीं तो हृदरोग की नाड़ी देख के आप बोलेंगे कि हाँ हो गया सारा रुक्षण प्रॉपर हो गया, वात नाड़ी आ गई. नो, इफ द डिसीज आल्सो यू हैव टू कंसीडर. कफज नाड़ी कब होती है, अवरुद्ध कैसे पता चलता है, पित्त का अनुबंध कैसे पता चलता है, दैट यू हैव टू लर्न. तो नाड़ी से भी पता चल जाता है कि रुक्षण हुआ, तो जो लाघवत आता है ना वो आपको नाड़ी से भी पता चल जाता है. With the practice you will learn it. और समटाइम ब्लड पैरामीटर्स लाइक ESR, CRP, ये जो बहुत बड़े होते हैं वो कम हो जाते हैं दीपन पाचन में. ब्लड शुगर बहुत ज्यादा 400-500 है, वो आप पाचन दे देंगे तो ऑफकोर्स व्याधि मार्दव मतलब डायबिटीज उसका कम होना ही चाहिए. नहीं तो आप 500 डायबिटीज में स्नेहपान तो नहीं कर सकते हैं. तो तब दीपन पाचन सिर्फ अग्नि बढ़ा के क्या होगा? यू हैव टू गो टू द धातु लेवल ऑल्सो. So that's why the drug of choice in Rukshana is most important prior to the Panchakarma. So blood sugar भी कम होना चाहिए उसको. हम मधुमेह चूर्ण डाल देते हैं ड्यूरिंग दीपन पाचन ऑफ द डायबिटीज पेशेंट, ताकि उसका शुगर भी कम हो जाए, उसके साथ अग्नि दीप्ति हो. अग्नि दीप्ति मतलब सिर्फ रस धातु पे नहीं होनी है, रक्त धातु पे, मांस धातु पे, मेद धातु पे, अस्थि धातु पे, मज्जा धातु पे, शुक्र धातु पे भी होनी चाहिए. तो कौन सा द्रव्य कौन से धातु पे, धात्वाग्नि पे काम करता है, ये हमें पता होना चाहिए. सीआरपी मोस्टली ऑटोइम्यून डिसीज में कम हो जाता है ड्यूरिंग द दीपन पाचना. एचपी जो बहुत कम है, अगर आप प्रॉपर दीपन पाचन दे रहे हो, उसमें आपने अभ्रलोह डाल दिया है, उसमें आपने पुनर्नवादि मंडू डाल दिया है, तो उसका एचबी बढ़ना ही चाहिए. व्याधि मार्दो क्योंकि इतना वीकनेस उसको है, एचबी 5 हो गया, 6 हो गया, एंड तब आप चित्रक आदि देते रहोगे तो सिर्फ अग्नि दीप्ति से कुछ नहीं होना है, आपको डिसीज को भी स्पेसिफाई करना पड़ेगा. सो दीज आर द ऑब्जेक्टिव पैरामीटर्स टू बी असेस्ड ड्यूरिंग द रुक्षणा और प्रॉपर रुक्षण लक्षणास. ये सिम्टम्स तो है ही आपके, ऑलरेडी वी हैव डिस्कस्ड. देन वी हैव टू कीप वेरी रेगुलरली, लाइक हम पेशेंट को बोलते हैं कि हाँ ठीक है, जब हमें पता चलता है कि हाँ इसका दीपन पाचन अभी होना ही है या तो हो ही गया है, हम उसको बोलते हैं 3 दिन के बाद फिर से आ जाइए या तो 2 दिन के बाद फिर से आ जाइए. थोड़ा सा नाड़ी पे वो या तो जीवा पे कोटिंग नहीं है, लेकिन अभी भी उसका एपेटाइट उतना प्रॉपर नहीं है, तो एपेटाइट बहुत अच्छा है बट अभी भी जीवा पे कोटिंग थोड़ा सा बाकी है, मतलब धातुगत अवस्था है, आम अवस्था है. अग्नि तो प्रॉपर है बट धातुगत अग्नि प्रॉपर नहीं है, तो उस पे हम कहते हैं कि ठीक है, वी हैव टू कीप वॉच, वेरी कीन वॉच ऑन द पेशेंट्स सब्जेक्टिव और पैरामीटर्स के. तो उसको 3 दिन के बाद बुला के देखते हैं. क्यों? Like sometime once I remember I went to holiday for 15 or 1 month something, and I gave Pachana to the patient, and he came to the OPD. There was nobody that time in the OPD, so he again continued the same medicines. And when he came after 3 weeks, like he was of the cellulitis patient something, तो उसका इतना ज्यादा रुक्षण से स्किन तो बढ़नी, स्किन डिसीज तो बढ़ना ही है, इन्फ्लेमेशन बढ़ना ही है, इतना सीवियर हो गया था. इसीलिए आपको अतिरुक्षण लक्षण पे हर बार वॉच रखना पड़ता है कि पेशेंट को ये तो लक्षण नहीं आ रहे हैं. व्हाट आर द अतिरुक्षण लक्षण? आज पर्व भेद, सारे पर्वों में दर्द है, अंग मर्द लगता है कि कुछ काम करने की इच्छा नहीं हो, कास, वातज कास शुरू हो जाता है, मुख का शोष, ड्राइनेस इन द माउथ पता चलता है, शुद्ध प्रणाश, भूख मर जाती है, अरुचि, खाने में अरुचि लगती है, तृष्णा बार बार होती है, दौर्बल्य आता है, श्रोत्र नेत्र, श्रोत्र और कान और नाक, मतलब अतिरुक्षण लक्षण के बाद पेशेंट के आंख एकदम वीक लग रही है और कानों से कुछ सुनने की इच्छा नहीं है, दैट इज श्रोत्र दौर्बल्य एंड नेत्र दौर्बल्य. मनसहा संभ्रम, अतिरुक्षण के लक्षण में मनसहा संभ्रमो दिया है, इसीलिए सम्यक रुक्षण के लक्षण में प्रसन्न आत्मेंद्रिय मनहा दिया है, प्रसन्न आत्मेंद्रिय दिया है, क्योंकि अतिरुक्षण होने के बाद मन में संभ्रम होने लगता है. अभीक्ष्णम ऊर्ध्ववातम तमो हृदय, वात ऊर्ध्व प्रवृत्त हो जाता है तो हृदय में तम या तो तम भाव बढ़ जाता है. देह अग्नि बल नाश, देह का बल, देह के बल का नाश होता है, अग्नि के बल का नाश होता है. ये कब होते हैं? व्हेन लंघन अतिकृत्य, लंघन का अतियोग हो जाए. तो हम जब भी ड्रग देते हैं वी हैव टू कीप अ क्लीन वॉच कि वो अतिरुक्षण में तो नहीं जा रहा है. विदाउट प्रॉपर रुक्षण भी आप स्नेहपान नहीं कर सकते हो, और अतिरुक्षण हो जाए तो भी आप स्नेहपान नहीं कर सकते हो. दिस इज यू हैव टू कीप इन द माइंड. कैन पंचकर्मा प्लान विदाउट रुक्षण? ये इतना सारा क्यों करें हम, क्या जरूरत है? इज इट नेसेसरी? पंचकर्म के पहले रुक्षण करना जरूरी है? और विदाउट रुक्षण कैन वी प्लान पंचकर्मा? कर सकते हैं हम बिना रुक्षण के पंचकर्म? एनीबडी? कैन वी प्लान पंचकर्मा विदाउट रुक्षण?
Ma'am, I think we should undergo Rukshana and then only do Panchakarma.
Yes. we have to undergo first Rukshana, because to avoid the complication, if Rukshana we are escaping, there might be the complication. If Rukshana is not done properly, there might be the complication. Or it's a Purva Karma in Panchakarma, which is all classically it is told, Dipanehi Pachanehi. It is the Purva, then Snehi. Okay, so it is Purva Karma for Panchakarma. And it is a therapeutic use for Amavastha in any disease. किसी भी रोग की आमावस्था अगर है तो आप उसमें पंचकर्म कर ही नहीं सकते हैं. उसमें वो लिखा है ना कि अगर आम रस से रस निकाले, आम कच्चे आम से रस निकाले तो आम हानि होती है. सो इसीलिए देयर इज अ मस्ट, रुक्षणा इज मस्ट फॉर द पंचकर्मा. इंपॉर्टेंस ऑफ रुक्षणा प्रायर टू स्नेहना, लाइक जो हमने पहले देखा मामसला मेदुरा भूरी श्लेष्मानः, जिसमें रुक्षण करना है. उसके नेक्स्ट लाइन है अलम मलानियुतम स्नेहश्च असात्मताम गतः. मतलब अगर स्नेह प्रॉपर रुक्षण हो जाए तो जो हम स्नेह देते हैं वो साथ में नहीं होता है, वो असात में होके is capable of eliminating the impurities. That's why the Rukshana is most important prior to Snehana or prior to Panchakarma. And one shlok is there, like Ajirne Vardhate Glani Vibhandascha Pichayate. If in Ajirna we have given the Shodhana, it increases the Glani and Vibhanda. Or if we give the Shodhana, it acts in an opposite way. Pitam Sanshodhan Cheva Viparitam Pravartate. If you give the Vamana, the Virechana will be there if there is Ajirna. If you do the Virechana, Vamana will be there. And it happens. Many students ask me, मैम हमने विरेचन दिया था बस पेशेंट को वमन हुआ. फिर अपनी गलती ये करने के लिए बच्चे बोलते मैडम उनमें कफ प्रधानता होगी ना. So this is actually the concept of Rukshana in Panchakarma. If it is not done properly, it's not going to give the success. So what is the clinical judgment in Panchakarma? है ना, अन्नच एकांतेन निर्दिष्टम् अपि अर्थे अभिनिवेशेत बुद्धा स्वयं अपि अत्र वैद्येन तर्क्यं बुद्धिमता भवेत्. Like whatever I have told you or we have discussed, a wise physician should not become blindly attached even to what is clearly prescribed. Rather, the physician must reflect the reason independently with the intelligence. जैसे हमने कह दिया कि आपको चित्रकादी वटी नहीं देनी है और उसमें पटोल मूलादि कषाय देना है, बट आपकी वैद्य का तर्क इज मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट. बिकॉज इन पंचकर्मा इट हैपन्स उत्पद्यते ही सा अवस्था देश काल बलम प्रति, है ना. Like in Panchakarma, such avasthas are come according to the desha, kala and bala. Yasya karyam akaryam. Jaha jo Panchakarma nahi karna advised, that you have to do. और जहां पर वो कर्म करने के लिए भी बोला है, but still you cannot do according to the desha, kala, bala अवस्था, है ना. So that situation sometime it may arise and you have to be very careful. So it is not like Chardi Rudrogo Gulmana Vamane Sve Chikisite. In their Chikissa, like of Chardi Rudroga and Gulma, Vamana is indicated, but Avastha Prapya Nirdishtam Pushchinam Vasta Karmacha. Basti Karma is not described in the Pushta Chikitsa. But if such Avastha comes to the patient that you need to do the Basti, that can be done. What is the meaning of that? That's why, therefore, tasmat satya api nirdeshe kuyat kuyam swayam dhiya vina tarkena ya siddhi yadrusha siddhi revasa. A wise physician should take thoughtful judgment personally. The success without reasoning is merely accident, okay, not true knowledge. So we have to think in that way. What is the take-home message of the today's? Is understand proper Rukshana drugs. Okay, the importance of dosha avastha in particular disease is most important. And what is important is clinical assessment of Rukshana. Proper Rukshana leads to successful Panchakarma. Okay, like while practicing Panchakarma, like I remember this shloka from Ashtanga Sangraha, like Sukshmani hi dosha aushadha dushya desha kala bala anala ahara rasam satmyam sattva prakriti vayasaha am avasthantarani yani analochitani nihantim nihanti निह निहन्य पुराम आतुरम आलोच्यमानानि तु विपुल बुद्धिमपि चिकित्सकम आकुलीपुर्यम, जिसको बहुत बुद्धि है, विमूल विमूल विपुल बुद्धि भी है, वो भी चिकित्सक आकुलीपुर्यम, उसको भी वो भी डर जाता है। किम पुनरपि अल्प बुद्धि, हमारे जैसे अल्प बुद्धि क्या करेंगे। तो इसलिए उसने शास्त्र ने लिखा है तस्मात् अभीक्ष्णशः शास्त्रार्थ कर्म अनुशीलनेन संस्कुर्वित प्रज्ञा, मतलब हमारी जो प्रज्ञा है वो शास्त्रार्थ से और कर्माभ्यास से बार बार वन शुड कॉन्स्टेंटली रिफाइन वंस इंटेलेक्ट थ्रू रेगुलर स्टडी ऑफ द शास्त्रा एंड प्रैक्टिस ऑफ द पंचकर्मा to get the Sanskurvit Pragya, to get the success in Panchakarma. So, with this, I thank you all for listening carefully. And actually, it is only the half part we discussed. The procedures which can be done for the Rukshana is I could not complete in this time. So, this is only the Rukshana drugs or how to do the Langhana prior to Panchakarma we discussed. In next lecture, we will discuss the procedures which can be used during the Langhana. Okay, with this, I thank you all for listening carefully.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah,
It
if
was
you
very,
have
very
any,
insightful session. Thank you so much.
if you have any question, you can ask. Thank you all.
Thank you, ma'am. And I want to extend my deepest gratitude. And your words are very insightful and deeply inspiring. And you very, very beautifully explain the most basic and the most, I would say that one of the first principle which we used very much clinically in planning the panchkarma of every patient in every kind of disease with your practical wisdom for the compassionate healing of any patient. So thank you so much, ma'am. And if anyone want to ask any question, just drop the message in the chat box or unmute themselves and ask the question. I think there is no query from anyone. So apart from all this, and the initiation of this planning of this, that लोगों ने मैम से बहुत ज्यादा तो डीपली थैंकफुल टू मैम फॉर ग्रेशियसली एग्रीइंग टू शेयर हर दिस मच क्लासिकल फीचर्स कर्मा एक्सपीरियंस आफ्टर आवर डेंटल session from all of her students. And I would like to express my heartful gratitude on the behalf of myself and all the learners of this team, of this joining seminar, for initiating this journey of evidence-based Panchkarma, which continues to reveal new horizons for us every week.
I think there is one
And
question. Bhutan.
Yes, ma'am, there is one question. Yeah, I'm
Rukshana
also seeing that.
So, Dr. Savita, like there is no any difference of principles for Panchakarma in children also. But the thing is, we usually give very less medicine in children. We do the external therapies for Dipanapachana in children. Okay, we do the Udvartana or Churnapinda Sveda according to the dosha involvement and dhatu involvement in the disease. We very rarely we give only the Siddha Jala in children. Okay, so this is how we do the Rukshana in children also. Like the diseases of developmental disorders like cerebral palsy. Of course, we have to do the Rukshana prior to the Snehapam. Okay, is it clear, Dr. Savita?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
I think it is only one question, and other question is there. And I want to deliver a message to all of the listeners that as per the scheduled seminar, as per the schedule of the seminar, there is only half coverage of the topics, and the half coverage is being left, and this being covered in another seminar. It will be taken, I think, next to next week by the ma'am whenever she's free and she wants to deliver her rich Panchkarma insightfuls to us. And this seminar is very, very helpful, I think, to newly Panchkarma practitioners, because the way ma'am defined because the most common confusion is there ki where a practitioner Hingwadi Vati and Ashogni Vati and the Kuberakshadi Vati, and where should use the Amtotram Kashaya and Luglu Tikta Kashaya. When the practitioner is early, his or her early age, they always being confused. So, ma'am defined all of this is very, very well. And I think, ma'am, there is another question in the chat box.
That is not question. She has written like Pachana and Deepana is forgotten Purva Karma for many. Thanks.
Okay. Okay, ma'am. Okay, so thank you very much, ma'am. Your dedication to preserve and promote these classical Ayurveda studies, especially like the Panchama Silky and Mariel. And thank you to all listeners to join us and listen very interestingly. So thank you, everyone.
Thank you, ma'am.